Davis Wine Aroma Wheel. In this video we are going to talk about Davis Wine Aroma Wheel. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. The Davis Wine Aroma Wheel is the ideal way for wine darlings to get a gander at the various scents and flavors tracked down in many wines. Every one of these special scents tracked down in wine are because of the grapes being utilized in the creation of the wine, combined with the dirts and terroir where soil the grapes were established in and decisions by the wine creator. The charts and data found on the wine fragrance wheel will assist you with distinguishing what you are tasting and smelling. A tasting wheel is an outline of the many flavors and smells you might see when you taste a glass of wine. In spite of the fact that there are various plans, some have a segment for wine smells and a part for its character. Others include smells just since flavor is so firmly connected to fragrance. The wheel normally includes various tones for each sort of flavor or aroma. The Davis Wine Aroma Wheel is separated into a few segments to assist you with imagining the various flavors, fragrances and sweet-smelling characteristics tracked down in most red and white wines, no matter what the grape assortment. Similar sweet-smelling intricacies and sensations envisioned on the wine fragrance wheel are tracked down in red and white wines from one side of the planet to the other, from Bordeaux to California and the Rhone Valley, as well as each other viticultural region. In youthful wines, at first testers will encounter what is known as essential smells. These early fragrances come dominatingly from the organic products, which incorporate notes of berries, grape, cherry, strawberry, boysenberry, cassis, blueberry, blackberry and dark cherry in red wines. In white wines, the early sweet-smelling characteristics most frequently communicated range from citrus top apple, pear, pineapple or other tropical natural products. Youthful wines frequently offer espresso, vanilla or chocolate notes from the oak, as well as botanical, stone, licorice and jammy aromas. Nonetheless, not all fragrances in wine are positive. There are issues too. The greatest shortcoming in a wine happens because of TCA, which makes a wine smell like a wet canine, or old, wet papers. With time and container age, wines foster optional or tertiary characteristics which add layers of profundity and intricacy a wine's bouquet. A portion of the more effectively unmistakable tertiary fragrances incorporate tobacco, truffle, earth, flavor box, chocolate, smoke, squashed stone and stogie box. These auxiliary characteristics are valued as simply the universe's best wines are equipped for maturing and fostering these extra layers of intricacy. To get a thought for how a portion of these words and terms found in the wine fragrance wheel are utilized to portray wine, you can look through a large number of wine. How to utilize this wheel? Utilizing a tasting wheel is simple, and it will extraordinarily improve your wine sampling experience. It will likewise assist you with discussing about the wine with different testers and wine fans. This is the way to utilize it. Begin by holding your glass of wine up to your nose and breathing in. Contemplate the smell of the wine. Presently take a gander at the tasting wheel. Find the words inside the principal ring of the wheel that best portrays the wine's fragrance. Is it woody or fiery? Is it botanical? Almost certainly, a few of the words will apply. For each word, take a gander at the following ring of the wheel to additionally refine your depiction. In the event that it's woody, is it a stale-smelling sort of woody? At long last, follow the clear word to a higher level of the wheel. This will give you a much more unambiguous portrayal for the smell of the wine. At the point when you've chosen a good word, get it on paper. Do this for each word that applies to the wine's fragrance. Then, take a taste of the wine and hold it in your mouth for a couple of seconds prior to gulping. You'll likely detect a few distinct flavors. Utilize the wine wheel similarly you accomplished for the fragrance. Make certain to record each word that depicts the flavor of the wine. At the point when you're finished, check your rundown out. This is the way you can portray the wine to someone else. For entertainment only, contrast your rundown with others with check whether you had similar impressions. Where to find a tasting wheel? You might have the option to purchase a tasting wheel at your nearby wine shop or the closest winery. You'll likewise see these graphs in wine sampling books and units. Nonetheless, the simplest method for getting a wine sampling wheel is to download one on the web. Think about one of the accompanying assets. Wine Folly's wine sampling wheel is not difficult to utilize. It's very much planned and costs around $5. The Wine Aroma Wheel offers wheels for level and shimmering wines. It costs around $9 per wheel. Making your own wheel. Assuming you find that you love utilizing a tasting wheel, yet you can't necessarily in all cases find the word you really want, consider making your own. This can be a tomfoolery project for a wine sampling party or other wine-based occasion. Assuming you'll have the gathering, make up clear wheels quite a bit early, and give visitors supplies to compose the suitable words in the spaces. Make certain to have markers close by so they can variety code the wheel as indicated by their own preferences. Whether you make your own wheel or utilize one of the models you see as on the web, you'll adore how these accommodating graphs remove the mystery from wine sampling. Basically, the wine fragrance wheel is a gadget that permits wine sweethearts to handily depict wine smells and wine flavors. Look in the driver's seat here. Developed in 1980, the wine smell wheel is a visual portrayal of the multitude of many flavors and fragrances wine can have. It's shown like a pie graph and variety coded such that connotes sorts of scents. The wine fragrance wheel was imagined on the grounds that, before it, wine scholastics utilized colorful language that was hard for wine beginners to comprehend. The wheel gives wine devotees exact descriptors and general terms, which they can use to look at and comprehend the wine they love. While named the fragrance wheel, this helpful apparatus additionally connects with flavor. You can utilize the wheel to more readily comprehend the one-of-a-kind taste profile of each wine, as well as its smell. Nonetheless, with regards to wine sampling where you're looking at many wines on the double, the wheel permits testers to utilize their nose to translate the wine, instead of drinking unreasonably many glasses. Essential aromas. Essential smells are from the kind of the grape or the climate where it develops. For example, Bordeaux wines will frequently show inconspicuous subtleties of licorice or anise. You'll find truly a scope of flavors in the primary aroma bunch, including organic product flavors, homegrown flavors, heartiness, flower notes, and flavors. Optional aromas. Optional fragrances come from the maturation cycle, which incorporates yeast and different microorganisms. An extraordinary illustration of this is the harsh smell that you can find in brut champagne that is at times depicted as bready or yeasty. Maturation-related smells are available in all wines at some level, and you'll find that youthful wines will quite often have more serious secondary aromas than wines that have been matured. Tertiary aromas. Tertiary smells, traditionally alluded to as flower bundles, come from maturing wine. Maturing smells come from oxidation and resting the wine in oak or containers for a while. You're likely acquainted with the vanilla fragrance related with oak maturing. Other, more unobtrusive, instances of tertiary smells are nutty flavors, similar to the hazelnut tracked down in one-of-a-kind champagne or the dried natural product fragrances, for example, fig, that are related with more established red wines. Deficiencies/other. While an overabundance of these flavors is viewed as a wine shortcoming, you'll find that many will differ regarding whether a portion of these classifications are really blames. An incredible illustration of a wine shortcoming that is once in a while a positive trademark is Brettanomyces. Furthermore, a few wines are cooked intentionally to foster toffee flavors. Then again, 2,4,6-trichloroanisole or plug spoil is a shortcoming that affects up to 3% of wines that are packaged with normal stopper. What do you think about this video? Do let us know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.